Do you need to know the rules to play D&D?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. You serious?
Yep.
I played D&D for years without actually understanding the rules or knowing, well, really anything. Just enough to act like we were playing D&D, even though it probably was its own amalgamation of something. I don't know.
What is that? What the is that? What is that, Private Pile? Search!
D&D.
Sir!
So a long time ago, in the land of retail work, a coworker asked me if I wanted to come over after work and play D&D. I said no. I ain't no nerd. Fast forward another month, and he asked again, "Hey, you want to come over?" I said, "Yeah, what do you got? What are you doing?" "Playing D&D." "No! I ain't no nerd. I ain't. No." Ah. And then another time, he came to me and said, "Hey, you guys want to come over and play D&D?" I said, "I don't know." And then my other friend came up, I thought was pretty cool. She was like, "Hey, you want to go play D&D with these guys?" I said, "You know what? Sure. Why not?" So I get there and he hands me a rule book. And he says, "Build a character." So I start flipping through the book. I have no idea what I'm looking at. And I tell him, "Hey, I have no idea how to play." He said, "Don't worry. What class looks coolest to you?" So I do a little looking, and I thought, hey, it'd be kind of fun to be a dwarven paladin, I think. Let's do that. He said, "Cool. I'll build you one real quick." So 10 minutes later, I had a fully filled out character sheet with all the stuff that I had no idea what did. And I said, "Hey, I don't know what this means." He said, "Don't worry about it. I'll give you a gist of it before we start. And then when we start playing, you just tell me how you want to do it, and I'll tell you if you can do it or not." And I said, "Cool." 6 hours later, at like 3 in the morning, we decided to call it an evening, and I had the most fun I think I've ever had playing any kind of board game, tabletop, I don't know. For years, I thought D&D was dumb, but I was stupid, okay? I think a lot of people went through this too, but I had a good time. And you want to know what? We never got back around to going over and playing again. Yeah, I think that's a tale as old as time. But nonetheless, that seed was planted. It took another year or so, but I was finally able to convince some of my other friends to play D&D. They were all like, "Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. We should do that." So they all bought the rule books, and I decided to buy mine, and we decided to play D&D. Part, though, that sucked is my friend who was really good at D&D wasn't around. So after some parsing through the Dungeon Master's Guide and the core rule book and the monster manual, we kind of decided, you know what, let's just try it out. So we played. And you know what? It wasn't D&D. I don't know what it was, but we still had a lot of fun. Here's the thing. As long as you're sticking to the guidepost of role-playing, conflict, exploration, you got a pretty good idea, pretty good take on what playing Dungeons & Dragons or many other TTRPGs, and you can have a good time just exploring that. Even if you're not really sure of the rules or how to optimize the character or, what different status effects are, or even if it's a good spell or feat to take when you level up. You can learn all that as you go. Learning D&D takes time. It's hard to just read through the book and just start playing. Especially when you have 6 people creating 6 different classes likely, and then someone in this mix is trying to figure out how to put together a world or figure out what the module is trying to tell them, it's a pretty tall ask, because you've got hundreds of pages to read just to figure out how to start the game. And a lot of things are very situational. Yeah, after a while you get the hang of rolling d20s to resolve a skill check or attacking an orc or something like that. And then on top of that, you have these very situational things that you only run into maybe 3 or 4 times in a campaign, or maybe once a session or something like that. And it's super easy to get things confused. Like, for example, for years, I think we thought
Our thoughts? We've been thinking our thoughts? We thought? I think?
that sleight of hand is how you pick locks, and that you added that proficiency bonus plus a bonus from thieves' tools so that you could pick locks. So there were never any locked doors in our campaign, let me tell you that, but we just didn't understand. Another thing was the long rest rule. It's only supposed to be every 24 hours, and on top of that, we thought it was just to get more hit points. We didn't even realize there was such a thing as exhaustion. So if they didn't rest, we just didn't get to get hit points back. So we'll just chug some potions if we had them. No big deal, right? We had no idea. Status effects. Frightened, charmed, paralyzed. To this day, I don't have them all memorized. A lot of times, if it's been a minute, I have to go look it up. Most people do. But for a long time, we just kind of guessed at it. The point being, you can't memorize everything in those books. It's way too tough. And trying to do that before you even play is, well, it's just dumb. Don't do it. Because mastering the rules takes even longer than that. So you've been playing for a little while, you got a good handle on how D&D works. You understand the rules more thoroughly now. There might be something here or there that you don't understand, but for the most part you can play the game. But then you meet the optimizer, the guy who's been playing for years and can make a perfect character with any class.
Perfection.
Then everything becomes topsy-turvy. Now you have this guy telling you that taking True Strike was a dumb decision, because True Strike is totally a dumb decision, by the way. Don't do it. Or understanding that Mordenkainen's sword is unoptimized, and it's way better to just take something like Death Stare, or whatever it's called, Penance Stare. I can't remember. Oh my god. What's it called? Finger of Death. Maybe? Is that it? Oh my gosh, I'm having like a brain fart right now. What is it called? Why is Penance Stare in my brain?
Your soul is stained by the blood of the innocents. Feel their pain.
These things take time to figure out. Don't worry about it. Just get in there and play. Because you know what? Optimizing D&D is also dumb.
That's bait.
Maybe there will be a link to this video if I've made it yet. Okay, bye.